Home court belongs to the Timberwolves in this one as we bring you a Western Conference matchup here live from the Target Center in Minneapolis. Portland right now in the middle of a road trip. They put together game after game, winning 5 games in a row. Fantastic stretch.
When you look at Portland, quite honestly, guys, they're playing a brand of basketball that very few people thought they were capable of playing at any point this season. Never mind right from the start.
And for a team that might not have the talent of some of the other top clubs around the league, getting off to this good start has been critical. I think a slow start might have doomed them.
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. Lillard and Matthews pair up in the backcourt. Aldridge and Lopez are down low. And it's Batum in at the small forward position. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Andrew Wiggins blessed with great athletic bloodlines. You know, his father was a former NBA player, and his mom was an Olympic sprinter. So make no mistake, great genes there.
And he ends up missing both free throws. And his size 6'8" with a 7-foot arm span, Andrew Wiggins has a chance to literally rise above his opponents.
Great bounce, tremendous bounce ability, over a 40-inch vertical jump, and he's got a quick second and third jump as well, Kevin, which sometimes is overlooked, but it makes a big difference in the game of basketball.
Scouts don't overlook that, though.
They're always on top of it.
They sure are. So the Portland Trail Blazers able to put the first points up on the board. The shot is off. Good D by Lopez. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And Lillard kicks to Aldridge. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Aldridge.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
Now Brewer. He's coming off a 10-point game against Golden State.
And he was so good defensively, anticipating every pass. I mean, he had a ton of steals in that game.
Here's Levine. 6 to shoot. And Young, here we go. Levine, good. Levine's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
You got to respect him out there. He can hit that shot.
Aldridge sets up the pick now for Lillard. Outside, Batum. Lopez dishes to Lillard. Minnesota with the rebound. And moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
And guys, had their free throw shooting been anywhere near up to par, I think it would have changed everything in that game.
No doubt about it. I mean, there is a carryover effect when you're not having success at the line. It infiltrates other parts of your game.
Clark, how about the firepower for the Blazers? Last season, they vaulted to the #1 offense in the NBA.
Up from 15th the prior season, Kevin, and they were #1 in three-pointers made and free throw percentage. Near the top in assists as well. They moved the ball, and they shot it with great precision.
Trailblazers leading by 4. Lopez sets a screen for Lillard. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
You know, Robin Lopez doesn't score a lot, but neither is he a liability at the center position. He's got really good hands. He catches everything. He can finish off the pick-and-roll action. He can even knock down the mid-range jumper if you leave him open, and he's an excellent rebounder, too.
And both free throws good for Lopez. And Lopez at 7 feet, 255 pounds, Steve. A rugged defender in the low block, certainly.
Well, perfect pickup for Portland last year, playing alongside LaMarcus Aldridge. A good rim protector, a pretty good post defender, and his offensive rebounding as well really made an impact on that club. Beautiful dish down low.
For Portland, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. 1:51 left here in the opening quarter. Matthews passes to Aldridge. A terrific shot on the turnaround.
Maybe they're still working out the kinks defensively because that was a blatant mistake.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Brewer with the ball. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. 1:21 left in the first. And it's Wiggins missing.
Great defensive anticipation there to challenge that shooter.
Lillard outside. Right side Matthews. No good from outside. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Levine kicks to Young. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Great look, but off the mark.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
Outside, Batum. Dishes to Matthews. Lillard with no one around. Offensive rebound. Batum. And so he draws the foul on the shot. On trip to the line to shoot 2.
Pretty bad defense letting the offense get right to the rim, but smart play to foul once he was there.
But you know what's going to happen, and they sent a message right there. Nothing easy inside.
Nicholas Batum, the 25th pick back in 2008. He's played his entire career, Steve, with this Blazer team.
Yeah, and a coveted player league-wide, Kevin, because he plays both ends. Excellent defender. He's got that length, good three-point shooter. And remember, the Timberwolves tried to sign him as a restricted free agent a couple of years ago, but the Blazers matched that 4-year, $46 million offer.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Portland leading by 8. And here is Blake. Right now averaging 5 points a game. In the corner, came in with it. Outside, Batum. And that does it for the first quarter. Portland out in front, leading by 8. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this.
This Saturday, December 13th, Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors take on Dirk Nowitzki and the Dallas Mavericks, live from Dallas. Make sure to catch it.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Now the key has been the rebounding department. This club dominating the paint area. And if this continues, they'll be in great shape.
Well, they've done two things. They've limited second chances, and they've been able to flex their muscle down low.
We've got Shabazz Muhammad. Bennett is up there with Robbie Hummel. Then there's Budding. And it's Levine in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Thank you, Kevin. Andrew Wiggins was the second consecutive Toronto native taken first overall in the NBA draft. He called it a great thing, saying, before this, no player from Canada has been #1. And now we have 2 back-to-back #1s. So it's a huge accomplishment. It just opens so many more doors for all the kids in Canada. Guys, back to you.
It's something else, all right. Thank you, Doris. So it's Minnesota now. Trailblazers knocking down the tray. Pass to Budinger. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Chase Budinger, former volleyball star, still has that leaping ability, but has dealt with a knee issue over the last couple of seasons, trying to get back to 100%.
And Budinger, when healthy, Clark, a good floor spacer from three-point range.
You know, he's got good lift on the shot, and of course he's able to finish above the rim as well. He's been a solid defender and rebounder too.
Brewer is checked in for the Timberwolves. They set the pick. Here's Matthews. There's the block. And Brewer kicks to Budinger. There's the pass to Brewer. Muhammad sets a pick for Brewer. Blake with the steal. To the paint. And it's Matthews with the jam.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just a tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
So both teams making some changes here. And we can look quickly at a group of rookies having a very good run, the top scoring first-year players in the NBA for the past 10 games. Andrew Wiggins is second.
He gave them a luxury in those games that a lot of teams don't have, being able to plug a rookie in and know he's going to carry his weight offensively.
Steve, there's no doubt his teammates and coach have a tremendous amount of confidence in him right now.
Here's Lillard. Thaddeus Young picking up that last basket. Lillard outside. He kicks it to Cramp. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Crab's got himself on the board with 3 there. Timberwolves trail by 12. Well, the problem was clear last year with the Wolves and what they lacked. Interior defense.
Yep.
So many baskets. Clark giving up at the rim by him.
And in transition as well, Kevin. They were in the bottom 3 in points in the paint and fast break points against. Hard to win consistently with those numbers.
5 to shoot, and that one's good. Wiggins.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I thought it might be a little imprudent to try to get those points right back, but it worked.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And for the Wolves, it's just that they didn't really have anyone who can protect the rim for them. They were last in the league in blocks. Let's take a look at Wesley Matthews, some stats for him. How the last month of basketball was for him. He's getting around 16 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
Yeah, how valuable a player he is for them, Steve. Scores are always valuable. He gives them such a reliable option every time they have the ball.
And that one's good.
Right now, they've got that field goal percentage up in the low 50s.
Yeah, they're really starting to put it together offensively, looking to build on this lead.
Now here's Wiggins. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
They started the game off tortoise-like, but their offense coming to life.
Tortoise-like. Wow, Clark. Yeah, they're putting it together, but still trailing. Their offense is finally getting some traction.
Here's Cramp. 9 points last game. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Wiggins. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line.
Well, he allowed him to get all the way to the rim, so actually a pretty good play to foul him and make him shoot free throws.
And then no choice really but to foul and stop the dunk. Don't let that happen. One thing for sure about many, their offense is solid enough, but if they want to make the next step forward, they need to start protecting the rim or get somebody who can protect the rim. Take a look at what Wiggins has done. He has 9 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
Yeah, he's got to take his time behind the arc.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burdick. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kevin, Terry Stotts led the Blazers to the second round last season, and he's now in his 3rd year with the team. He spent a couple of seasons as head coach in Atlanta and Milwaukee, but this is his longest stint and the best talent he's ever had. As Stotts said, you never know if you're going to get another chance. Guys, he's certainly making the most of it.
Doing a great job. Thanks, Doris. Here's Muhammad, following the score by Damian Lillard. Brewer, good.
So hard to try to play defense with the heightened mismatch out there that's on the perimeter, and they gave up the 3-pointer.
Trailblazers leading by 6. Aldridge a screen. Lillard dishes to Aldridge. Lopez. That's blocked. And it's out of bounds as the Portland Trailblazers retain possession. Green's checked in for Corey Brewer. And Portland with a change here, too. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Crabbe. Lillard attacking. The wide open look here for Lopez. And it's Lopez again missing. Minnesota's gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Bean passes to Wiggins. Kicks it to Jang. Young with no one around. And another 3 for Minnesota. And here's Batum. 5 points in the game. No good with the layup.
Yeah, he's surprised he didn't make that one because he had a pretty clean look at the hoop.
And a tight game here as we end the first half. Trailblazers lead by 3. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Andrew Wiggins really making a difference here.
He went off in the first 2 quarters, guys, as he's capable of doing. We might see some changes here in the defensive approach they use on him in the second half.
Yeah, they've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him like he has been.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Batum and Aldridge are the power tandem. Lillard and Matthews pair up in the back. And it's Lopez in at the 5 spot.
Over the last month, let's see, Kevin, where the Timberwolves stand in the league rankings. 2nd in steals, 13th in assists. And as far as team scoring goes, they've struggled a bit. Top 20 in the league. There's room to get better there.
No, they just play hard, Clark. They play hard every single night, and that's really shown in those steals totals that you talked about. They really attack the offense. They try to make every possession a difficult one. And when they're on their game, they're forcing turnovers, creating havoc, and then getting out in transition.
Here's Levine, averaging 9 points per contest. And Young kicks to Levine. Shoots from 14, and he knocks down the jumper. Levine's got 5 points so far.
That's pretty much been the norm for them, getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
How about the box score from that game? The accuracy from the three-point line, just remarkable.
Yeah, it was a stream of threes that allowed them to repeatedly deflate that crowd.
Now, here's Lillard, averaging 19 points per contest. On the wing, Batum. Minnesota with the rebound.
You know, last season the Blazers were able to get 23 wins on the road. That's better than 500. An excellent mark for them and a big part of why they grabbed the 5th seed in the Western Conference.
Lillard, right side. Aldridge a screen. Lillard attacking.
Boy, a fantastic job by Aldridge to lay into that defender on the screen.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Levine, covered by Lillard. On the wing, Brewer. Passes it to Levine. The feed to Wiggins. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Young.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in, but I say put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Buddinger's checked in. Chris Kamen's checked in for the Trailblazers. Outside, Batum. Outside, Matthews. Count that one. Matthews has got 6.
Fantastic pass. He turned that one into a pretty easy basket for his teammate.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And Budinger kicks to Young. He dishes it to Budinger. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Here's Levine. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Portland's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory.
Chris Kaman, always known as an ambidextrous scorer in the low block, has also now developed a deadly stroke from mid-range. That's a rare combo for a 7-footer.
Now here is Aldridge, averaging 22 points a game.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Timberwolves trail by 4. And the Timberwolves call timeout. And for Kaman, so talented offensively, Steve, you wonder why he's only averaged about 12 points a game in his career.
Well, he's a little turnover prone. Doesn't get to the free throw line all that often. But you're right, he's so skilled. He can score with either hand around the hoop. He can also step out to 15, 17 feet, knock down a jump shot.
Levine, and it's sent back by Kaman.
Well, he hasn't had much success shooting the ball, but it's not too late for him to get it turned around and start contributing.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Clark, this offense has really been clicking.
No doubt about it, giving the defense all kinds of trouble.
And they're playing with so much energy offensively. The ball is really moving.
Here's Freeland. Kamen's shot is good. Now it's a 6-point Trailblazer lead. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Here's the screen. Bean passes to Bennett. Here's Levine, defended by Kaman. The offensive rebound. Shot by Bennett, no good.
Oh, they're now +5 in the rebound category, really controlling the glass.
And rebounding is one of those non-glamour stats. I mean, it takes work and effort and tenacity and physicality. But when you look at the scoreboard, you can see the correlation.
Chase Budinger, that's his first personal foul.
Of all the players in the NBA, maybe the only person other than LeBron who is a threat to get a triple-double on a nightly basis is Nick Batum. He just racks up stats in so many categories with such ease.
And, you know, Batum becoming a much more active passer over the last couple of seasons. He's still working on his decision-making. His turnovers actually climbed as well, but the Blazers can use another playmaker on the wing, and Batum can fill that void.
He just has not been a viable option for them this quarter.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Feeds it to Cram. Came in a screen on Buddington. 6 on the shot clock. Freeland inside. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Freeland's got his first points of the game.
Solid work right there, and again, the field goal percentages. Look at the discrepancy between these two teams in the second half.
Well, you're right. We've got one team moving crisply to get good shots, and the other team just a bit stagnant.
Here's Blake. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And we've reached the end of the third. It's the Trailblazers.
Tune in next Tuesday night, December 16th. Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors take on Marc Gasol and the Memphis Grizzlies. Be there.
And a moment here to look back at our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, no question, this was going to be the winner. Just take a look at the expertise he shows on this pass. Perfectly timed and beautifully placed.
Timberwolves trail by 9. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the court for Minnesota, Zhang is out there with Young. Then there's Muhammad. Then it's Wiggins, and it's Levine in at the point guard position. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. They grabbed their own miss. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, the defender draped all over.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Trailblazers?
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And one other thing I would add is the mid-range game has been really impressive. I mean, they're showing great touch on some of those 15, 17-footers.
Out to the right wing, and a wide open look here for Wiggins. Knocks down the 3-ball.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Trailblazers leading by 7. And Lillard kicks to Matthews. He feeds it to Batum. From past the arc. And there's the foul. It goes on Wesley Matthews. That's his first foul. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Levine passes to Young. Here's Levine. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
That's his first personal
Zach
foul.
LaVine, a bit of a late bloomer. Wasn't a top recruit until he hit a late growth spurt in high school. Now he's a 6'5" combo guard. Came out of UCLA after 1 season. Still a bit unproven, but one of those upside picks because of his athleticism and shooting range. You know, this is a common problem for them, their inability to consistently knock down their free throws.
And LaVine played point guard in high school before his growth spurt. And Clark, you see him as more of a point guard or a shooting guard?
I see him as a shooting guard at this point. I mean, just based on what I saw of him in the 1 year at UCLA. Tremendous athleticism. He's a bouncy young fella. Streaky shooter at this point. But I like his energy level. He's going to be a guy that has a chance, I think, to be a really good two-way player.
Ah, the turnaround jumper. That was a thing of beauty.
And the Timberwolves call time.
You know, as great as Aldridge was in the first half of last year, you felt like he was going to really kick it into overdrive in the second half of the season because of his all-star snub.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Flip Saunders was saying to his club. He told his team to keep looking for three-point opportunities, saying their perimeter defense isn't doing a good job getting out on our shooters. So let's keep firing away until they decide to guard us.
And Aldridge, in saying he should have been a starter in last year's All-Star game, probably comparing the Blazers' record at the time to that of Kevin Love's of Minnesota.
Yeah, but it's not just team success. I mean, one thing for Aldridge, he takes some tough shots. A 23-point per game score, but his shooting efficiency was actually below average last season.
And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Aldridge against Young. The open shot by Brewer. Moves back up. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Zhang.
Well, you got to love this energy right now. They're getting hot right when they absolutely have to.
Time is of the essence here. I mean, they do not look like they're going to let down the intensity.
Lillard outside. Now the dish to Batum. Pass to Matthews. He kicks it to Lillard. It's good from long range.
Defensively, they can't afford to back off of him that much. You don't want to be giving up easy threes, especially at this stage of the game.
LaVine kicks to Wiggins. Young passes to LaVine. This one for 3. Brewer's shot is off.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
And Batum kicks to Lillard. Wesley Matthews on the wing. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Now it's a 7-point Trailblazer lead, and the Timberwolves call time. They're down by 7. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Here's LaVine. Here's Young. No good. Nice D from Aldridge. Trailblazers leading by 7. Now here's Lillard. 1:03 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Shot clock at 5. Now here's Matthews. Tight defense on him. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation. .54 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And Young, here we go. Shoots off the step back. Zhang connects. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
This is just great anticipation. The putback jam.
Oh, he had some big-time intentions right there.
And those plays will give your team a huge boost.
They can more or less wrap it up right here.
Yeah, as long as they concentrate, get a good look at the basket, make this a smart possession, they should be in good shape.
Batum with the ball. Now defended by Wiggins. Matthews into the lane. Lillard outside. Not enough on that one as it misses.
I thought he'd make that one. That's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
And they're able to recover. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. And a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Shooting for Minnesota, Andrew Wiggins.
Here's Lillard, and they go to the intentional foul.
But you do what you have to do to extend this game and try to get the ball back.
In this situation, clock management crucial.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a three-point lead. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. And the Timberwolves call time. They're trailing by 3. 16 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
Well, they've got two options here. They can go for the 3 and the tie, or the quick 2 and the foul.
I like the idea of going for the quick 2. Take it to the rim, and that wouldn't be a bad way to approach this situation.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here. Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
And that ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those free throws.
Shoots it up. They get it again, and so they foul intentionally. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game. Here's Levine. No good. And so it's Portland winning this one. Both teams played well, but these guys had the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just steak knife sharp. Very on top of their game here.
Well said. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Marcus, this is certainly a good win. What was the most important element to the team in a game like this one?
Just playing with energy. I think guys play with energy. I think guys play with passion tonight. And we just got, just win games right now.
Guys, they're all talented, but passion's such a crucial aspect to teams winning. Over to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. Now, our Jordan player of the game, Damian Lillard.